My name is Tiffany. I have two beautiful children. My daughter is 4 years old and she's absolutely amazing, and I also have an equally amazing 3-year-old son. I feel emotional intelligence is extremely important because there is a huge lack of it I'm finding with my children's peers. A lot of the children that I am dealing with and that my children are dealing with on a day-to-day really don't understand how to express themselves when they become emotional for a number of different reasons. You know, they get angry about not getting their way or being hit, or just having a rough day. They don't really know how to deal with that on a constructive level. These books will definitely be a part of my personal toolbox because I have moments every day when I need to deal with my children having emotional difficulties. Having a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, there are often times when they're dealing with one another and they don't know how to appropriately express themselves amongst themselves. Often they come home and they've had situations with children at school and they don't know how to deal with these situations, and I talk to them. These books would be very useful for my family and my parenting style. They would be a very important part of my parenting toolbox because I have instances every day where I am dealing with my children on an emotional level. Of course, that's what parenting is. You're parenting on an emotional level all the time. What I find great about these books is that those specific moments where our children are having the biggest emotions and they're having the most difficult times, we have a reference to go to. So I can pick up the book, and instead of listening to me talk about everything that they really don't want to hear, they don't want to just hear my words because that's all they hear all day are my words. They want something that they can look at, something we can go through together, and then they can pick and choose the questions that they have. We can stop, we can go through and really talk about what they were feeling at that moment and how it corresponds with what's in that book. I found that my children are dealing with more and more of their peers having great difficulty with dealing with their emotions. There's a lot of hitting, there's a lot of screaming, a lot of angry feelings are being exchanged, and my children don't really know how to deal with that because we don't have those kind of exchanges at home. So when they come home and they want to talk about these feelings, I have this series of books as a tool to help them deal with those feelings that they're not really very aware of. I find personally that the jealousy book would be very important for some of the situations that we're going through right now. My daughter and my son are very close in age. They're about 13 months apart. My daughter was always with me all the time, non-stop, before my son was born, and when I became pregnant, she was, of course, with me and on me the entire pregnancy. I was still breastfeeding her and everything, and then when our son was born, suddenly the situation changed. And I find that even now, 3 years later, she's still having a lot of difficulty with not having all of that time to herself. And I think that the jealousy book would be very helpful for this. I'm excited to have these books as a part of my toolkit because I feel that I can use them on the day-to-day. They're beautifully illustrated, well written, and I feel that my kids would love to read them. Not even for just the situations when we really need them, but just to read them and enjoy them. They're just really beautiful books.